Hello, my name is Jeremy Fox. This is my week 1 video review for mobile game design. So first thing, I am to explain a few pros and cons as to why I decided to choose the game library that I did. And I chose Cocos 2D for iOS. And here are some of the pros and cons as to what I was thinking when I chose this framework. First of which, the pros. I am far more familiar with the Objective-C language than I am Java. I've had a lot more experience in it, and I'm just a lot more comfortable working in it. So that right there is a hurdle that I would have had to kind of get over if I chose a Android or Java library, is getting more up to speed and comfortable in Java. And considering the pace at which we have to work in these courses, knocking out an entire 2D game in a month and then having to try and get more comfortable and learn Java, no, not going to happen. So I went with Cocos 2D, and that was the very primary reason why I did. But other pros are the Cocos 2D is a very mature framework. It's been around for a while, and it's tried and true. Another pro would be there's a huge there's a huge community of Cocos 2D developers who all work kind of hand in hand and offer support to each other, especially on the Cocos 2D forum. Cocos 2D is open source, so there's another pro. And lastly, it is very efficient and very easy to set up and get going and use. So there's a lot of things that make it very simple to use. So those were a lot of the reasons as to why I chose it. A couple cons are a lot of the documentation seems to be very outdated and in need of an update. I've found while looking on their website through some things, a lot of it seems very old, and some of it actually doesn't even seem relevant anymore. Maybe I was looking at old documentation, but from what I saw, some of the documentation seems to be outdated. And the other con that I have is that it doesn't come with like some of the development tools you would typically think you would get with like a 2D or framework or library. Things like a texture packer. I actually had to download that to make some of the sprites. I guess that's not really a big deal. I guess it's just one of the cons I could think of. Okay, so moving on. What did you find most valuable this week? I would have to say I found just spending the time in the library, in just working this first milestone here for week 1, just to be very valuable, because I don't have a whole lot of experience. Actually, I have no experience in working in this game library, Cocos 2D. So just spending some time in there, getting used to how you can interact with it and create sprites, and work with the director and the simple audio engine and collisions and whatnot. Just getting used to that. So that was very valuable. What did you find most challenging? I think there really wasn't a whole lot that was really, really challenging. I think just some of the little animations and how I wanted to interact with touch events on sprites and whatnot were probably the most challenging thing. But in the end, I think I found a pretty solid solution, and it seems to be working really well. Let's see, list a few things that could use more clarification. Right now I don't have anything, but I'll be sure to email Joseph if I have anything. So here real quick, I'll just kind of show you what's going on. The name of the game, let me turn the audio down. Where'd it go? Okay, so the name of the game is Falling Frank, and I'll start it up again so you can see. Oh yeah, the icon I haven't updated yet. It's still the Cocos 2D, but the splash screen you'll see just says Falling Frank, and it's supposed to kind of look like clouds in the sky with a blue background. The blue in the background is supposed to represent a sky. It is a custom image, and you will see we will land on the main menu, which is all the game is so far. you'll see Frank in the top over the falling Frank text, shaking as if he's falling through the sky. You'll see clouds animating up to kind of simulate him falling. And then there's a bird that keeps, there's birds that are flying through the screen, and they kind of hint as to what the gameplay will be. As you're falling in Falling Frank, obviously your goal will be to get him to the ground safely. So there will be obstacles you'll have to dodge, one being birds, and there'll be other things. I don't want to give anything away, but there'll be other things that will be coming through the screen, and you'll have to dodge them on your way down to the ground. So that's just kind of a hint as to what the gameplay will be. And that kind of hints to it in the menu. You'll see the bird flying in, and when the bird hits him, it'll kind of fall out of the sky like it knocked the bird out or whatever. Right here. There you go. You see the bird fall. And he makes a little noise, so when there's a collision, the bird flips over and falls, and he goes, ooh! Yeah, you can hear that. Let me turn it up maybe so you can hear it. And then you've got the little background noise, or the background music playing. And if you click him, he makes that ah, like he's falling noise. And then if you click the clouds, you can hear the noise, like wind. Ooh. And then if you click the bird, you can hear the noise. So there's a few noises going on there. So there's the collision, there's animation, there's noises, tap noises, but none of the menu works or anything yet. So that's it in a nutshell. So hope you like it, and thank you for watching.